Scottails, ooh. Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Scottails. My name is Scott Hostetler. Let me ask you something. Does your bar bear bad booze? Well, if you're like me, you've got a home bar, and in that home bar, you've got a goodly number of bottles. Now, occasionally, a new cocktail will catch your eye on your favorite cocktail making program. And you'll go out and buy a special bottle for it. And after that, that open bottle sits in the back of your bar for a while. Is it still good? How long does it last? Will it make me sick or just lose its flavor? And if expired, how do I dispose of it? Well, in this episode of Scottails, we will answer these questions. And if you have specific questions, please just put them down in the comments section, and I'll try to answer all that I can. Now, subscribers will get preferential treatment, so if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe and move to the front of the line.
Yes!
Okay. Generally, unopened bottles of hard liquor will last indefinitely, but once opened, usually liquor lasts about 1 or 2 years, sometimes as short as 6 months. It does not usually become toxic, it just loses its flavor or color. Now, use common sense. If you see something unusual, something floating in it, or some mold or something, toss it. So what makes booze go bad? A poor upbringing? No. There are usually 3 main factors. They are light, temperature, and air. If exposed to too much light, the liquor will lose its color, and color change means flavor change. Also, the temperature change can degrade an organic molecule called terpene, and that affects the flavor. And as far as air goes, air exposure leads to oxidation, and that also affects the flavor. So, if you store your unopened bottles in moderate temperatures away from direct light, they should last indefinitely. But once you've opened it, the clock begins, oxidation begins, and that's where the 6 months to 2 year time limit usually applies. But even opened, different spirits have different shelf lives, and we will examine which spirits have which shelf lives on Scottails. Oh! Jack Sparrow is sitting there talking to Forrest Gump, and he says to Forrest, "Forrest, do you know what a pirate's favorite drink is?" Forrest thinks a minute and he says, "Oh, high C." No, Forrest. Forrest thinks a little bit more and he says, "Oh, RC Cola." Jack says, "Rum, Forrest, rum." Okay, all right. Show of hands, how many saw that coming? Yeah, I thought so. Anyway, rum can last decades unopened, but once you open it, it goes pretty fast because of the sugars. Now, master rum distillers suggest enjoying your rum within 6 months after opening it for the freshest flavors. Now, Scottail episodes to help you use your rum wisely are the Pina Colada, the Mai Tai, and the Ice Cream Lava Flow. Now, whiskey, Scotch, bourbon, Irish whiskey left unopened could last decades, but whiskey scholars, and there is such a thing as whiskey scholars, who knew, say that once you open a bottle of whiskey, it could last 1 to 2 years if it is over half full. It would only last 6 months if it were a quarter full, because less whiskey means more air in the bottle, and more air in the bottle means quicker oxidation. So drink up. we've got some great Scottails for you, including 4 old fashions, vanilla, chocolate, and then a couple of other wonderful ones. Also, you could try the relaxing golden hour or the attorney's privilege, which is a wonderful one as well. So this guy goes into the doctor, and he's suffering from insomnia, nervous tics, and depression. So the doctor checks him out and he says, okay, here, I'm going to give you this medicine for the insomnia, this for the nervous tics, and this medicine for the depression. The guy says, thank you very much, doctor, but don't you have any other medicines besides whiskey? So, how do you dispose of expired alcohol? Well, check your local laws regarding the disposal of hard liquors. But according to Leaf TV, Shapiro.com, and CallMattioni.com, you can safely pour 2 bottles of alcohol diluted with water down your drain without harming your septic tank and or the environment. Now, wait a few weeks before trying it again with 2 more bottles, but you can do that if you have to. And remember to recycle your bottles. Well, remember what we say here at Scottails, drink up, because it's almost closing time somewhere.